here in Geneva for the 2011 Geneva Motor Show. It's really jump-starting the automotive scene here in Europe, and it will have all of us drooling wherever we see the hot launches that are happening here. Because there are some really supercars, cool concepts, and some cars which might even land up in Indian showrooms in some time. So really this is a window into the future. Let's not wait any longer and head in and see what's in store. The Geneva Motor Show was really packed, with just under 50 cars ready to make their global debut on the very first day. It was tough to keep track of all the unveilings, so we headed straight to the Mercedes stall to see something that is surely coming to India, the facelifted C-Class. The new pullback headlamps give the C-Class some added dynamism and aggression. The rear tail lamps have also been altered to incorporate LEDs. Some design tweaks have resulted in improved aerodynamic efficiency as well, like the front bumper which has been resculpted for an ultra-low drag coefficient. The facelifted C-Class now gets the 7G-tronic gearbox as an option for even the 4-cylinder motors. Mercedes also showcased the new SLK. From the looks perspective, the new SLK is less aggressive than the outgoing model, which makes this all the more likable. Under the hood of this two-seater convertible is a new 3.5-litre V6, though it produces 306 bhp just as before. However, what will get people in India drooling is the news that for the first time the SLK has a diesel motor. It is a 2.1-litre twin-turbo engine, and it's good for 204 bhp and should certainly make sense for the Indian market. What could also be a sensible pick from Mitsubishi for the Indian market is this: Mitsubishi's new concept Global Small. This hatchback concept is quite compact and sleek looking. Bumper to bumper, the concept is only 3.7 meters. However, it gets 5 doors and is designed to be a 5-seater. It is expected to debut with a 1-litre petrol and a 1.2-litre MyVec engine when it is launched in 2012. The car will be showcased in its final production form later this year, and Mitsubishi will be making it at their new plant in Thailand. Talking about small car concepts, Italdesign has taken off where Volkswagen left off. Well, don't be fooled by the name. After Volkswagen's up, this is Italdesign's Go. Well, no kidding around there. After all, the company is owned by Volkswagen Group now. But this is a very serious car. This is a hatchback that's got a lot of roominess, even got very good boot space, even at a concept stage. Don't be thrown off by the windows, the fancy windows and the skylight and all. This is a very strong contender. It's a hatch in a variety of markets. I won't be surprised if we see this in India sometime. The Go concept has the stamp of Giorgetto Giugiaro's classic, simple but smart styling. The front end has a business-like look, though it's far more flamboyant than the Volkswagens of today. The Go concept's legendary designer Giorgetto Giugiaro even showed off its special cutouts in the window section to us. On the inside, the Go concept offers more. Based on Volkswagen's MQB platform, it has the same wheelbase as the Passat, but at the same time, overall length is less than 4 meters. At its current concept stage, the Go has been designed as an electric vehicle. However, we feel that the production version will surely feature IC engines as well. Meanwhile, Tata had a concept for the European market, and it looked like quite a tight little package. Well, this is Tata's funky little concept, the Pixel, and by little I mean it's really little because it's actually smaller than Nano in some dimensions, but it still gives you space for 4, and it's meant to take on the cityscape. That's why the tight dimensions. It's got a 3-cylinder diesel engine, it's got very low carbon emissions, so it's really a very urban car, and with this, Tata are looking at something for the European market. Well, the Pixel turned out to be quite small and quite green. To save up on emissions, its body has been designed keeping weight to a bare minimum. The 1.2-litre diesel motor has been designed keeping friction minimal. It also features stop-start technology and intelligent battery charging. As a result, carbon dioxide emissions per kilometer are very low at 83 grams per kilometer. The Pixel's party trick, however, is its astonishing 2.6 meter turning radius. It manages this by driving the outside front wheel forwards and the rear inner wheel backwards. That sounds perfect for Indian conditions. The Pixel is certainly a great concept from Tata's in-house design team. When it comes to being completely electric, nothing is bigger or plusher than this on four wheels. Oh, looks like your regular Rolls-Royce Phantom, doesn't it? It's got good space at the back. Looks stylish, but when you walk down here, you notice something is different. Rolls-Royce want to do EX. EX is of course experimental, and that over there is a plug point for electricity, because instead of the V12 at the front, you've got battery packs, and instead of the fuel tank at the back here, you've got two electric motors driving the rear wheel. So this is an electric Rolls-Royce, and it's going to be hitting the roads for some real-world testing. The real-world testing of the 102 EX will be done by select Rolls-Royce customers from Europe, Middle East, China and North America. The Rolls will have to prove that it can deliver the commuting range expected from its customers in a variety of weather and traffic conditions. To cope with the task, the Phantom's engine bay now comes packed with the most number of lithium-ion cells seen on any car. These batteries store 71 kilowatt-hours worth of juice. Structurally, no changes have been made to the Phantom other than flattening the transmission tunnel. Of course, weight has gone up by about 150 kilos to 2,700 kilos. The charge from the batteries is used by the electric motors to pump out 389 bhp and a massive 81.5 kg of torque, spread across a wide range. In these changing times, the effortless torque delivery and hushed silence of electric power is very well suited for a Rolls-Royce. Talking of changing times, Skoda was proudly displaying the new logo and a concept that gave us a clue as to what future Skodas will look like. One look at the Concept D and I had to say, it was a Skoda. But now it wears a crisp edge to its lines that we've seen before in the Volkswagen family.
The lines, the shapes, the proportions, and as well the characteristic element are kind of showing a little bit the future, the soon future of our next products. For me, it's important that these rational values, as the ergonomy, as the roominess, as the functionality, the super technique, and as well the precision, that all this is more joining with the aesthetics. Aesthetics are not to making something over the car. For me, it's more to understanding the principle and the need and to connecting that.
At Geneva, Renault was also making a big statement. Renault's head of design, Laurens van den Ackers, unveiled two new concepts to follow up on the Desire. This included a SUV crossover concept called the Captur and a sports family car concept, the R-Space. These stylish designs have a quirkiness to them without being typically French.
Renault is a human brand. It's a brand with the human right at the center. So it's important that our cars look sensual, they look warm, they look simple, because we're also a popular brand. So we took the values of Renault and we tried to communicate it into the cars. And that's why you see that they have a form language that is very soft. There's no really hard lines, and it really tries to seduce you.
Renault, meanwhile, is readying their foray into the Indian market with a slew of products in the pipeline.
We have decided to introduce 5 different models in India. The first two will be Fluence and Koleos, starting from 2011, and they will be manufactured in our Chennai plant, which is a plant shared with Nissan. After having introduced Fluence and Koleos and positioned the brand starting from the upper segment, we want to introduce other models which will attract customers going down in the segmentation. I mean, the two cars will be based on the same platform called the V0 platform. I mean, the same platform like Nissan. One will be a hatch and the second one will be a sedan. We're going to use the same platform. Some other components like maybe the engines will be common, but the upper body will be completely different. One upper body for Nissan, one upper body for Renault with different identity. And we want also to introduce a 4x4 based on the Renault or Renault car.
There was lots more in store at the Geneva Motor Show with supercars and hot concepts. We'll be bringing them to you next week. But right after this break, Hormuz tells us of all the scoops he unearthed at the Geneva Motor Show.